I don't know you, you almost just died because I was gonna punch you in the face. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Blind Inspiration Cast. My name is Colleen, and on my left is Cheryl.
Hello.
And Cheryl is going to be my descriptor reader of what I'm reacting to today, which is social media posts and memes, inspiration porn.
So I have some things from Twitter, from the internet, and I'm just gonna kind of describe or read depending on if they're visual images or not.
We are not putting up the like pictures of these memes, by the way, and it's because, believe it or not, a lot of these photos are also used without people's permission, and it's not like a fair use out there picture, like it's off of someone's website or like.
And I will also qualify this with, I am not a very good reader or audio describer. So,
me making a face at the camera.
Some of these are taken from
Mix Curry's Hill,
who uses they, them pronouns. They tweeted, "What are some ways disabled people are automatically inspirational? Wrong answers only."
I love wrong answers only.
Here are some of the fun responses, and we can link to that tweet in the description below so you can read all of them. Mostly, many of them were basically, our entire existence is inspiring.
Yep. We exist.
About a month ago, the self-proclaimed wife of a physical therapist congratulated me on how well I use my wheelchair. She also praised me for how brave I was. I'd never met her before in my life, so how would she know?
Because if you use a mobility device and you're out somewhere in the world, you are brave automatically. We can't be seen certain times of the day, otherwise it's disturbing to the general public. Fun fact, that was a law once. I could do another video about the ugly laws. Should you literally called. Yep.
Someone said, I do ... things ... and ... activities.
Again, existing is really,
yeah.
I can do things and I can participate in activities as someone who's blind, and that is crazy inspirational.
That must take a lot of willpower and bravery to do things.
Now, that's true for me, but I don't think that's due to my blindness. That's more due to probably to anxiety. Wow.
Being married. Inspirational. You have married someone. Inspirational.
Inspired. Someone is married that disabled person. Now, see, if the couple is both disabled people, is it like, oh, that's inspirational? Or is the able-bodied person inspirational for marrying the poor, disabled
Well,
person?
on that note.
Oh, Lord.
My friend has cerebral palsy, walks stiffly with canes. Woman I don't know says, isn't that nice you're spending time with that disabled boy? Facepalm emoji. Yes, I'm a hero.
I give up.
Sometimes people have friends.
Congrats. This is your community service. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for spending time and pity with me, a blind woman.
Because, I mean, there's no other reason why someone would spend time with you ever.
Nope. Definitely not.
Doing my own grocery shopping. Wow. Amazing. Give them a medal.
Hashtag no.
I mean, to be fair, grocery shopping is it's an activity for anyone, I feel like.
Grocery shopping sucks.
It does.
Especially in person and during, like, COVID.
Pandemic.
People just don't want to cooperate, and also finding anything is always... Sometimes they organize stuff by brand name, and other times they organize it by, like, what's in the aisle.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. definitely, I know most of us who have low vision or blindness, especially if we live on our own, a lot of times order groceries. In which case, a lot of people were at more of an advantage when the pandemic happened because they knew already how to order their groceries.
Existing at all, the number of times I hear, I don't know how you do it, or I couldn't be you, as if I have a choice to be someone else.
I could always be someone else. And I don't think that's again to do with blindness. Acting.
Sometimes I reply to questions by farting. I think that should be your reaction from now on.
Oh, what a cute dog. Do you feed it? Bye.
I was inspirational when I went through chemo, but 5 years of chronic fatigue, serious digestive issues, and joint pain, severe enough to cause changes to everyday life, at work and at home, they're annoying and depressing. Next time I'll choose my ailments more carefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're only inspiring if you don't complain about it, I guess.
Right. You have to be inspiring, you do have to tough it out.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, is that someone needs to see you out, like getting out of bed, getting dressed, putting your shoes on, walking outside, or, using a wheelchair, and just like someone needs to see that and be like, oh, I could never do that. Oh my gosh. But as someone who has chronic fatigue, it's just like, oh, you're lazy. Like, I can't believe you've gotten so lazy. And it's like, I guess I'm not inspirational when I'm tired.
Oh goodness, someone says, I live in an area with a fundamentalist megachurch. They keep telling me that God made me disabled so they have opportunities to do, quote, good works by helping me. Gee, thanks God. Either that or God put me in a wheelchair because I'm a sinner. Can't win either way.
Yeah. I definitely felt both of these things. Yeah, people either are like, well, you're being punished in some way and you feel guilty about it because you must be a terrible person for some reason because you've been saddled with, some sort of disability or whatever. Or it gives people around you an opportunity to be better people. You are there to be a light unto everyone else.
You only exist so that other people can be better.
Also, being prayed over is another thing.
Oh, yeah.
And again, I respect having people pray for me, or if someone wants to say I'm praying for you, that's completely fine. But when you come up to a blind person that you don't know and you just cover their eyes with your hand and start going, in the name of Jesus, may you heal your eyes, may you, and it's like, I don't know you, you almost just died because I was gonna punch you in the face. Like, we don't know you're coming, but the laying on of the hands, I'm good. There's a pandemic, I can't.
Yeah. They're just so sweet. Aw, look at them eating and being outside. There's two of them together holding hands and kissing. Isn't it adorable?
Are they talking about little kids?
I think they're just talking about disabled adults.
I give up. I'm out. Really? Although I will say, I have a few friends who, and this is the term they prefer, is little people. They are little people. And they often have stories of being treated like children, which I find absurd.
Having a job, breathing.
Yeah, you know what? Having a job. That would be nice, everyone. Here's a PSA. Hire more disabled people. And actually, now that the pandemic is here and everyone's working from home, you're realizing that, hey, actually people with disabilities who don't normally travel much can do a lot.
Yeah.
Like with the technologies and stuff and the interwebs.
It's almost like all those must lift 5 pounds, must be on site 5 days a week. Job requirements were bullshit.
Can I do the rest of the segment lying on the floor?
Next, we're going to look at some other things. These are inspiration porn memes.
Meme, do you want to define a meme real quick?
These sort of memes are an image of something and then bold text over top of it.
And it is supposed to be funny or like a commentary on something.
Yeah.
Within the realm of what the picture is or what it's from or whatever.
Mm-hmm. This is just an inspiration porn thing, which is essentially just...
It's been used in the past several years as a way to describe the fact that able-bodied people will use pictures or videos or experiences of people with disabilities as, wow, that's really inspiring. But it's not something that's, we're just inherently inspiring. So like we were talking about a little bit before with the tweet, it's like, you're walking, whoa, or like, you're outside, whoa, it's so inspiring. Like, oh, what's my excuse? I need to feel better about my life.
This one is a little girl who's probably 3? I'm bad at telling ages.
18.
And she has no hands, so her arms go basically to like mid forearm. And then there's nothing past that. And she's drawing with a pencil that she's holding in her mouth. And the text says, "Before you quit, try."
Okay. Yeah, because this little girl didn't quit. She's trying. And you have hands. And yes, it is going to be more difficult for her to live in a society that is for able-bodied people and built for able-bodied people. However, she also is just drawing a picture and wants to draw.
Let's see. This is one of the typical images. It's a grown man who has, I think, 2 prosthetic legs. I can't really tell in this particular picture. Who is running in a gym or something and leaning down to a little girl who's in a yellow dress. I don't think it's the same little girl as the other one, but has a similar thing where her forearms end about halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
In another photo that's of the same girl, she has 2 prosthetic legs as well. So that's the photo, is these 2 people running together. And the text over top of it is, "The only disability in life is a bad attitude."
A lot of people say this.
That's a typical inspiration porn text thing.
Well, it's like a bumper sticker, and it's also like a pin that people will give you and stuff like that. And I understand. Like, I get it. Like, it's kind of invalidating. What's the word?
Yeah.
Is it invalidating to people who actually have disabilities? I get told often, you have such a positive attitude, you have such a great outlook, and like, oh my gosh, you're so positive. And I want to be like, not all the time. And like, it's also not my job to have a positive attitude all the time.
Yeah.
It's, we're allowed to have good days and bad days just like everybody else. Almost using it as like you should have a better attitude because you don't have difficulties other people have. So you have no reason to not have a good attitude.
Right.
Or something.
You should be happy. It's similar to like, you should be happy because there are people who are worse off than you.
Yeah.
Like that's not a thing. I mean, yes, you can be grateful that you have what you have, but that doesn't mean you need to be happy all the time just because you're not worse off.
There isn't really such a thing as being happy all the time. The goal I think that I shoot for is being okay and then being open to experiences where you realize, oh, I'm really happy right now.
Yeah.
Like, this is nice. I'm having a nice time,
Mm-hmm. This is a little boy. I mean, he looks really happy. So the little boy is running on a track.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he has prosthetic legs that allow him to run.
A very popular image.
And he's probably 5. And the text says, "But seriously though, what was your excuse?"
Mm-hmm. Another very hot phrase.
Mm-hmm.
What's your excuse?
My excuse for not running a marathon is that I don't want to run a marathon. That's my excuse.
That's also my excuse. I was not
Similarly, a
built
lot
for
of them say, your excuse is invalid. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I don't have to run. I don't like to run.
I wasn't built for running. I was not built for running.
I can look at this and go, they probably tried really hard to do this and they accomplished that. That's awesome. Because it's a thing that you can't just like get up and run a marathon.
You have to practice that.
Yeah.
Legs or no legs. So if you have any stories or any other social media disability fun posts, feel free to put them in the comments below.
If you have a disability, what's your favorite thing that you've been congratulated for doing that wasn't really a thing?
I've been both congratulated for and yelled at, both, for being outside walking. So
If you want those stories, leave a comment below.
yeah. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully gonna be moving to 1 episode a month, but no promises because life happens and it keeps happening. I keep waiting for it to slow down so I can catch up a little bit, and it doesn't. You can follow me on Twitter at InspirationCast. You can email blindinspirationcast@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye. We'll definitely just cut that out.
What?
I just fell asleep for a second.
Sorry.